good evening. This is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Kevin, and these wonderful people have agreed to come and play a game with me tonight. And we will get to that in just a few minutes. Because first we have to talk about the people, the credit where credit is due column. The character art for this is all done using Hero Forge. They are absolutely amazing. There's a free version of it, there's a paid version of it with varying levels of stuff you can do, of course, because that's how that works. No, we're not sponsored. Yes, I'd love to be. Character art by Hero Forge. The background art that the overlay is cut out of, as well as most of the other art you're going to see, is from Pixabay, an amazing source for free art. It has been modified and had holes cut into it, plus some other things have been done to it by our very own resident artist, Thunderscape7. And our virtual tabletop choice for this evening is Astral, the virtual tabletop. If you go to astraltabletop.com and use the code DIRTY20, you get your first month of a gold membership free. So check that out and play with all the toys that I am just beginning to play with now, because we're still new. These wonderful people that have joined us this evening, I am very happy to introduce next because they signed up. I'm just going to remind them. They signed up for an adventure where I said I was going to kill them multiple times. It turned out I lied. But I was looking for that kind of, that kind of player and that kind of character that I wanted to see. And then now they all care about them and it's wonderful. So I can't really kill them anymore, except I might. But they are here they keep coming back, so it must be fun. Let's start with I was going to start with him and then he coughed. Let's start with Roosbar this time. When you are not here, and you're in a couple of you're in another game with me during the week, but what are you doing when you're not where else do you stream? Let me put a sentence together.
I stream on my own channel, just Ruspar, USPAR. Variety streamer. I play whatever I feel like playing at the time. Last time I was on, I was playing Dirt 5. I will play more laid back stuff like American Truck Simulator because it's strangely addictive.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
it's like ASMR. It's really weird.
oh,
I don't know
yeah,
how it works, but...
it really is. And then a lot more stressful stuff like Warzone.
Yes.
And everything in between.
Well, I just got BeamNG. That is an interesting game. That's good. I'm going to stream that one day when it's going to be an adult warning because I'm going to swear a lot. But
Wait, you
next,
mean I'm supposed to have a filter?
oh no, not at all. Because
That is
this is
much of
role
the
play, so it's all in
unwanted game.
character. Bison, I watched you playing Control this week again. You can fly now. You are getting through that game. Tell us about when you're doing that.
Well, yeah, pretty much when I'm not here, I play. Right now I've been playing Control on my own stream. I do that Monday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. When I'm not doing that, I'm here or I'm playing Bickford on our Sunday game, The World at Large, here on Dirty 20 Gaming.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
The
play
comedy
games.
take of Storm King's Thunder that was not intended to be a comedy, but hey, when it's working, go with it. Next, Mana Queen, thank you so much for answering the original Who Wants to Play ad and sticking with us for all this time. Lensa is amazing. Thank you for bringing this character to the table. And what else are you doing? You got
And
Finn
I
coming.
feel like at this point I can't even say thank you for inviting me because look how far we've gotten.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
here we are.
there's only 2 left, including this one. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So when I'm not here on Wednesday afternoons Eastern Standard Time, so 2 p.m. or 2:30 Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays, I'm with Wandering Haven Publications. We run through some modules every Wednesday afternoon. It's great. It's a good time. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit like your Friday night streams where it's supposed to be scary and a lot of stuff, and it kind of turns a little bit silly sometimes.
Yeah,
So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I do have a one shot. It was supposed to be released in October in time for Halloween, but real life, as everybody knows, catches up to you. So it is now going to be released in November. It's a one shot inspired by Monsters Inc. It's a lot of fun. A warlock summons somebody who doesn't really want to be there, and so put this thing back where it came from, or so help me. So it's a lot of fun. We're just entering editing and playtesting, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, fingers crossed, if my real life allows me to. So that's what I have coming up.
Oh, keep us up to date on that. That sounds like a blast.
Absolutely.
And last but absolutely, positively, and in no way least, May Gwen, played for us by Maddie. Thank you so much for joining us again. Welcome
Thanks
back.
for having me.
Oh, you are very, very welcome. Your character has been an absolute ray of dark sunshine, if that makes any sense at all, in
That's
this
how my
campaign.
friends describe me, yeah.
And it's so interesting to see this character that is just terrified most of the time. It's a really cool take, and thank you so much for bringing it. And speaking of which, let's just get into this. This is enough. We've done all the technical stuff.
Right.
Now.
We were fighting a mimic last time.
There were two mimics, actually. Oh, that's right. You kind of May
Were there
Gwen had a
two
moment.
of them?
There were two. The
were
basis
mimics,
of
and then you smashed the shit out of one.
yes, you absolutely
I
did.
remember
You
that. I
you went
wasn't
into a
even there.
fugue state. I was just Let me run you through it because this is perfect. Because May Gwen, from your point of view, the four of you had stepped into this chamber with these two statues to the sides that were on these marble plinths. And the ever brave and most of the time foolish Karos Darkale didst investigate most forthwithly and was attacked by a mimic that was in fact the plinth, the base of the statue, the big statue falling over and almost pinning them, but not quite. So you fought two plinths and you beat the crap out of them. In fact, May Gwen, in a fugue state where you weren't there. You blanked out. You were thinking of something else. You come back to realize you look at the shattered remains of a mimic. And in this world, they just turn to like a shapeless oozy paste when they come apart. You kind of shake your head and have no memory of that attack, and maybe that's a good thing because it looks like it was pretty gross. The four of you now stand in this chambered hallway with all these little niches. Karos, you're a dwarf. This is stonework. You've kind of stepped through the next door expecting and they're ready for what's next. And what's next is this hallway continues ahead of you. As you step to where you are on the map now, that squishy red blood, you now know what it is, that was in the carpet stops. It doesn't go past that point. You're back onto just regular carpet now. And in the distance, at the end of the red and gold carpet, is a rich teak and gold treasure chest. It's 5 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet high. It is a chased... Maddie, I'm just going to... can I get you to use push to talk, please? We're getting a little bit of background noise from you.
Sorry.
No problem at all. It happens and it's all good. Thank you. At the end of that carpet, that treasure chest is sitting there. The gold filigree on the surface. First you take it for leaves. You look again and no, it's replicating blood splatter. But it's right out there at the edge of your vision. The rest of you can't see it. You can just see the dwarf staring. I'm gonna take this on faith, staring into the darkness with a little bit of want this on her face.
Call it trepidation.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, you just fought two mimics, and now there's a treasure chest unattended in a hallway.
There's a total of how many mimics so far? Things
Yep.
coming alive. Yeah, no. I'm thinking that there's probably not okay either. Call it professional paranoia.
So yes, by this time I would hope. No, you have not. No. Yep. Yes, professional paranoia. By this point, you would be foolish not to have developed it. Yes, you start to creep
I'm a
forward.
soldier.
I see, just a little space at a time. Yeah.
a soldier. It's part of the game.
So one
Yeah,
ball, I see just before he had to step away, one ball steps down onto the carpet, squishes into the bloody mess that is still there, and watches you head into the darkness. Lensa.
I mean, per usual, Lensa is going to stick close to one ball because I feel like throughout this entire thing, Lensa and one ball have had like, even though one ball can't verbally talk, they have this like symbiotic type of, you know,
Oh, yes.
so
He can't
Lensa
talk,
is going
but he
to
can
stick.
definitely communicate.
Yeah, exactly. So Lensa is going to stick really close to one ball, and even though like grid squares won't let them, she's probably closer than 5 feet.
Five,
You know what I mean?
yes,
Like
absolutely. Yeah,
she's pretty
adjacent.
close to one ball, following
Yeah.
behind one ball, but she's watching Karos kind of like around one ball's shoulder.
Yes.
To make sure that Karos is okay too, like, you know, because they've kind of developed a relationship. So she's sticking close to one ball, taking like a half step behind and watching Karos to make sure that Karos is okay as they progress forward.
Very carefully, not saying hiding behind one ball.
No, because
Definitely
she's
not.
not like, because if it came down to it, she would probably like slightly push one ball out of the way to take whatever, you know. So like,
so you guys are watching the brave maker walk into the darkness.
yeah, but I mean, Lens is also like gently pushing one ball to follow, like
Okay,
you know, just
I got you.
put that out there, like let's go, come on.
I'll go third, but you're going second. Okay.
Yeah.
Meg Wen, you come out of your sort of fugue state. You process this damage around you. By the time you do that, you take a deep breath, you turn around and look, and the three of them are heading down this hallway into the darkness.
Every second or so, one ball's head does sort of spin to double check to see if Meg Wen hasn't disappeared yet.
Yeah.
She doesn't assume the fetal position in the corner.
Turtles do not have night vision, right? But somebody's illuminated, aren't they?
4 ball.
One ball, yeah, right. Lensa's using Gust on a regular basis to keep 4 balls torch
pretty much. She
powered,
kind of like,
right?
as soon as the light starts to dim, she'll cast it.
I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you can see because there is a brightly lit torch. So, what do you do?
I'm kind of taking like that professional like half crouch.
Oh yes.
You know, and you kind of, you know, you walk slouched over.
The roadie run.
You're sneaking up on the chest. I got it.
Yeah, I'm sneaking up on everything.
Meg Wen, yeah, you can see that. Assuming you sort of. Well, I'll ask you. What are you doing?
When I came into the decaying, dissolving, whatever mansion, did I have alcohol on me?
Do you want some on you now?
Yeah.
Yes, then you did.
Okay, great. I'm gonna take the torch, put some rags in the torch, and try and lob it at the mimics running away.
There's the 2 mimics that you guys fought are dead, and the only other thing that you can see in the distance is the treasure chest.
Oh.
You're just assuming it's a mimic and trying to light it on fire?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw the bottle at it first.
Okay. So sure. So you step down. So you step down in line with everybody else, and you throw the bottle the length of that hallway and try and get it all the way to the treasure chest.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Give me I'll even give you a proficient in bottle. Give me a thrown weapon. Whatever you've got, dagger or dart or whatever it is that you've got on your sheet, just to make it easy to roll.
I don't know if I had any long-range weapon, which is why I asked.
In that case, just roll a dexterity, and we will
ranged
add
attack,
2. There you go, ranged attack. Unfortunately,
14.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you step out and fire this bottle down the hallway. It kind of skitters off into the darkness. Somehow it managed to not break, though. You can hear it ding, 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 and it kind of fades off past the light of the torch. You know it's down there somewhere, but it's not broken. Yeah, it goes right past you, Karos, and whistles down the hallway.
I look back at the 3 of them because I don't really know who threw it.
Nope.
With the like, what are you doing?
He's doing the old old grade school thing.
I'm trying to be
yeah.
sneaky.
It's a very good thing if you did exactly the right thing if you think that's a mimic. It is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back up at the front, Karos. Say, you listen. Nope, it never broke.
And I'm just gonna.
Seeing the GM,
I
not
stopped
the
dead.
camera.
Huh?
I'm not sure what you mean. Let me have a look.
Stream looks fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that, I think.
I'm just stopped as soon as that thing goes whistling over my head.
Yeah.
I get even a little lower and just.
Yeah.
Listen.
You are a crouching dwarf. Hidden dragon. No, shush. Crouching dwarf heading down the hall. So you are small. Well, you're small this way. You're
Yeah.
still, you're a dwarf. So. And you
Yeah,
creep
so I'm just
forward.
I'm
Give me-
that thing where I'm not looking directly down the hall, but I'm kind of like my head
Yeah.
tilted, so I've got my ear pointing down the
Yes.
hall. Like,
Yeah. Absolutely.
One
You
ball.
got the 11 investigation already. Now give me a stealth check as you sneak.
oh, I am super
Wow.
sneaky.
You did not sneak and you did not see. So move yourself, say, how far would you have gone? Sort of 15 feet? Half a movement?
Yeah,
To take your time and go slow and...
me
But you're a
use
monk,
here
so
when I went.
maybe... So yeah, that makes
No,
sense.
this is
You get
the
to that
this is the
door.
fighter. This is the fighter.
That's
Two
the Wednesday
monks?
game. That's the
Yeah.
for the 9th time. That's the Wednesday game, Kevin. Yeesh. This is the fighter. So yes, you move forward. That makes sense. You get to that doorway and look down into the darkness. Nothing has changed, but you can see the bottle. It went past the treasure chest. And you can see just past the treasure chest, there's a little more red carpet leading off into the darkness.
And now I'm even more concerned that chest is some sort of trap or something.
Can Lensa?
I was just
So,
yeah, absolutely.
of course, Lensa is staying close to one ball.
Yep. Lensa and one ball. You guys can sort of mutually decide what happens next.
So Lensa's gonna kind of she is very close to one ball, right? So she
Yep.
kind of puts one hand on one ball's shoulder, taps the other, and points over one ball's shoulder, and is like,
Yeah.
over one ball's shoulder of hey, this looks suspicious. Let's not let our friend,
Down.
Yeah.
step into a trap.
One ball is of the same kind of idea. You see a treasure chest show up on the view plate, and then it turns into a bear trap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like a normal chest bear trap.
And then an exasperated sigh, not
Come
again.
here.
So go ahead and move your tokens to where you guys want to move. Karos is already creeping further on into the darkness.
Okay.
They will die a
Lensa
horrible,
will
lonely
let
death.
one ball move first, but
yeah.
she's still kind of if one ball kind of stops, she will slightly apply pressure to be
And, And
let's
Gwen,
go.
I know. Would you want to move your character, or would you prefer me to move it? And where would you like to move?
Oh, you're muted, bud.
I'm gonna wait to see if the chest attacks my party members.
Okay, so you're gonna have to move at least sort of down to here so that you can see them. If that makes sense. You're muted again. It's okay. I asked you to.
Something came up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you step down there and watch from a distance. Absolutely.
As they are moving, though, Lensa will check for traps as they're moving.
Please do. Give me an investigation check. This is probably a giveaway. Or maybe I'm acting. A 10.
That
You'll never
work?
know. You in the shimmering light of one ball's torch, because you're right there, that it's right here, flickering from your gust. It's difficult to see. One of the reasons it's difficult to see is that chest is damned amazing. It's teak and gold, and the gold looks like, even from this distance, it looks like it's hand hammered. You've seen stuff like this, but you've been around a long time. It's been a long time since you've seen anything this nice, and you've never seen anything this nice and this big. It's like a sea chest.
Lensa doesn't trust it.
Nope. I spent 7 episodes making sure you guys don't trust anything.
One ball is going to throw a rock.
Okay, so yep. Go ahead and give
The
me
things we
dexterity.
can trust is each other.
Yeah, you can hope. Oh,
With.
that's beautiful. Your rock fires down the hallway, skitters past the treasure chest and past the bottle. So there's now a treasure chest, unbroken alcohol bottle, rock, heading down the hallway past the treasure chest.
4 ball thinks it's a game.
No, it's so surprising because 4-ball's not here. Oh no, 4-ball. Oh, sorry, 4-ball is here. Never mind. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I was
4-ball,
like,
your
wait,
assistant,
no.
your familiar
4-ball is
4-ball.
my favorite companion.
It's been I
Don't do
forgot.
4-ball like that.
The
Completely forgot.
drone.
Oops, the drone. Yes. Oops,
Yeah.
fail. I'll edit that out. No, I won't. I never edited anything out. Anyway,
We'll fix it in post.
well, no, we won't. I like to see I like everybody to see the fails as well. That's part of the fun. Watch me climb back up on the rope now. Ta-da!
Next room.
May
Investigate.
Gwen, you
oh
continue
yeah.
to follow?
Yeah.
Sort of just a little bit behind them.
Yep.
Okay, so
How
oops.
do I?
Oh,
there it
I
Yeah, there
obliviously
you go.
move on.
Forward. I just gotta grab the camera here. No, that's me going.
Okay. Lensa is following.
I'm just bringing the camera forward. Oops, sorry,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
May Gwen. That's not who I wanted to move. Sorry about that. That wasn't you. There we go. I'll put you back here in a second.
We are all professionals here.
No, we are not. Some of you may be
All
professionals.
professional.
Many of us are not.
That was
I am a lot of
Stream,
things.
so I'm
Relatable,
trying
I
to
am
be
a
as
lot of things.
professional as I
Twitch,
can
successful Twitch producer is not one of those things.
We're relatable because
Hey.
we're not professionals.
Well, that's the
He-Man,
plan. Yeah.
It's up and running. I'd say it's successful
It
thus
worked,
far.
yeah, it worked again. We got the volume right this week, more or less. Karos, you stretch off into the darkness. Because one thing you are short on, but first dwarf joke, is patience.
Yep.
The closer you get, the more you see the workmanship on this chest. It's ornate. It's like a temple in a box. It is just stunning levels of gold work on this thing. The wood, you're a dwarf, not so interesting. But the gold that's used in this and the way it was treated and bent into this blood shape that looks like it's on this is an amazing level of skill.
Kevin, I do believe you want me to touch this thing.
One ball
Beyond
is-
it is a unbroken bottle of alcohol and a rock.
One ball, now that they're a little closer, one ball's going to try and get a peep at this thing.
Yep. Go ahead, give me an investigate check.
Okay. And then I'm going to. Guess I can't.
Is Lensa
Oh, yes.
close enough?
The box.
Yep.
Wow, Team Oblivious, let's go.
Yeah. Lensa, are you close enough? Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Can I argue? Not even argue.
Just
Can
ask.
I
I almost always say
petition?
yes.
Okay. I would like for Lensa to potentially have advantage because she grew up as a pickpocket in a circus type of thing. And so she, through her experiences, has learned to be able to tell fake from real and, faux money from real money and what things are worth.
Absolutely. I love it. Yes. Give me investigation with or history. I'll give you even that because it's from your history. I'll give you the choice. Investigation or history with advantage.
They both have the same mod, so it doesn't really matter.
Perfect. Then which one is narratively better?
Okay. I mean, I think narratively better that investigation
Okay.
with advantage would be better.
Absolutely.
So I'll roll it.
Yep. There it
Oh,
is.
thank
Okay.
goodness for that advantage.
There we
Well,
go.
this works because first you dug into your history and you realized pickpocket doesn't directly affect this, but and then you have this moment, oh, but my uncle used to do like 3-card Monty and all that shit in the market, right? And he had a shill that helped him and all of that. And then you start looking at this like that. And you have a really good look at it, and you are convinced that it's not a scam. It is exactly what it appears to be.
Okay. Once again, Lensa is like, you know, those like kind of spoof horror movies where people kind of like walk very closely
Yeah.
to each other, like hands
Yeah.
on the shoulders,
Yeah.
all that stuff. That is how Lensa is like against one ball, like gently
Absolutely.
shoving one ball forward
Yeah.
and like occasionally gesturing to Meg Wen, like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, you know.
Seeing as my party members didn't have their faces ripped off, I'll join them.
Yeah, they're creeping
Yeah.
forward. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
And
good.
everybody
And so
move to a
Lensa-
spot now
Freaking-
that you want to comfortably be at, while Roosbar kills his fly.
That stupid
Yeah.
thing, man. It's fucking annoying.
So Lensa will, when they reach like the second open chamber, she'll step
Yes.
next to one ball, right?
And you can still
Um,
peek down the hall. I mean, you can see.
Yeah, still can peeping down the hall, but she'll say to Karos, I'm pretty sure that this is real. Like this seems pretty real to me.
That tracks with what you figured out, Karos. This
Yeah.
looks
Real
impossible.
dangerous? Is it on a pressure plate? Is it hard up?
Yeah, I'm going-
That's
That's why
exactly
I'm
the sort
getting
of
up.
thing
This is-
that she was looking for, that Lensa was looking for, and there's no
Yeah.
no suggestion of that.
Now that I'm right up next to it, I'm
Yes, you
going
are.
to I'm going to draw on all of my, craftsman
Yep.
knowledges and whatnot to actually really look at this thing. Seams. I'm gonna pull a belt knife out. I'm actually gonna poke at the freaking the open wow. Where are my words today?
The lock. Is that what, that's
The
what you're looking
lock,
for?
the
Okay.
seam, everything, every piece that is connected to opening. The lid. I'm gonna try to fit this thing in. Make sure there's no little tricky catches and stuff like that.
You
Four
start.
ball flies up.
I'm think of this like an EOD.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Explosive. Yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I am treating this like it's
UXOs,
a bomb.
unexploded ordnance. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were saying four ball's going to come to assist.
Yeah,
Come to-
four
that's what four ball does.
I'll even come over here.
The most helpful ball ever.
He flies up to Karos, and
I'm just going to move you one
Four ball
space,
is
Meg Gwen, so I
very,
can get at my camera.
I'm gonna argue for advantage on this.
yes, this is going to be four ball helping.
Yeah.
Four
Yep,
ball
well,
comes
that's
up.
exactly
There
what
we
yeah.
go.
Got
There we go.
got a trench coat on.
Yep.
Sort of pokes Karos and opens one thing of the trench, and there's just a line of little tools and picks and
Lock picks. Yeah. Okay. So, with that selection at hand, you put your big bulky dagger away and pick one of these spectacular thieves' tools.
one of them's a fork.
This is like a fork.
You take whichever one you choose. I'm taking the fork because it's the only one that's been mentioned. And you reach out with it towards the lock. The split second the metal of the fork touches that gold around the lock, the lid opens just that much.
We poked and prodded at this
From
thing.
way in the back.
Naturally.
Yeah,
Can I make an Arcana check
got my-
to see if it's unnatural?
Absolutely.
I got a
you can
20
make an
on my
Arcana check.
investigation.
Please do, yeah. I'm just waiting for this Arcana check because I want it to happen more or less the same time. 18. Beautiful. Karos with a 20 investigation. You have in that one of those split second moments where it all becomes clear. You have to decide right now whether you're going to fall back or stay in whatever happens here.
I'm
That
definitely
advantage,
going
the
for a
advantage
roll.
on the 20 allows you that chance for a dex save. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, all right. Here we go, baby.
18. So you dive back and end up basically at one ball's feet. I'm assuming you dive back the way you came.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and drag yourself back over right in front of one ball. You dive back to there, and you look over at the chest, and nothing. It's just opened that much.
All right, I'm back to
Can
it then.
Lensa use detect magic on this chest?
Yeah, absolutely you can. As you do that, actually, give me that now too, because this all happens at the same time. I like this. So, Karos,
Okay.
you roll out of the way. May Gwen, you have an epiphany that I'll tell you in just a second. I'm just going to figure out if two of you have the epiphany in a different way.
Okay, I mean, detect magic is just that I can sense magic within 30 feet.
Yes.
So
So it's
not-
automatic. There is no. I'm
Yeah.
thinking there's a save or something.
There is no boon.
No, there is no save. So the two of you realize, May Gwen, you realize, because it's not so much you can feel the magic, but you see when that crack opens, you see just a little spark of a non-light. The same non-light that you saw when you got transferred here to this dungeon in the first place. So you realize that chest will take you somewhere. Lensa.
I'm imagining it as a small string of the weave.
Yep.
If May knows about that.
Absolutely, yes. It's that this is a place where you will go somewhere else. And Lensa, you at that same moment, you have the same sensation, except you understand the school of magic. Teleportation is what school of magic?
Abjuration, conjuration.
Conjuration?
Hold on, I'll look it up.
It's not abjuration, because that's making something go away. Either way, the school of magic tells you that this
I mean,
is...
Lensa is a genasi, so I feel like yeah.
It's
Yeah,
conjuration.
It is
Yeah, I feel like
conjuration.
as a
Okay, so
genasi, Lensa would know.
you know, this is exactly. This is a portal to somewhere else in this box.
Well, she hates that. I mean, not really, but.
Yeah. Do you say anything? Karos dives back out of the hallway, and this thing.
Right.
is
I mean,
open this
Karos
much.
dives into one ball, and I kind of imagine it kind of like a Scooby Doo episode where it's like a
Bump, bump, bump.
you know, like
Yeah.
a boom, boom, boom. And so Lensa is able to talk to pretty much everybody in her party at that point, assuming that they're all pretty close together, you know. And she reaches around one ball's shoulder, so her finger kind of ends up by Karos's ear, right?
Yep.
And points to the chest and says, "That's a portal."
Oh, you know it
And
too.
she's just so straightforward about it. Like,
What
she's
that is.
no nonsense, no nothing. She's just very straightforward about it. Like, that's a portal.
Yep.
I don't know if we can go around or not, but don't open it unless you want to be sucked in somewhere else.
And from behind you, May Gwen.
And
I
she's
heard
very
you,
casual about that, by the
yeah.
way. Like, she's very casual about that.
Oh yeah, you guys had
I'm
to
just-
run out of fucks eventually. Like you just got.
Yeah,
I don't care
exactly.
anymore. I
I'm
just
just
don't
scared
care
around
anymore.
it.
Okay.
Lens is a true neutral anyway, so
Yep.
she pretty much has zero fucks to give at the beginning.
Right, all the way from
so
the start,
she's just
yep.
like, nah, what's happening?
Karos, you get to there and you start looking down. You can just barely see the end of the carpet, but the hallway goes a little bit further than that.
I'm gonna say, well, I'm gonna leave that for now.
Mhm.
Not sure
Oh,
I want to go somewhere
There
just
there
yet.
is one more thing. You see again, it's got these cells in the sides, and in the very most distant ones, you can't really see it, but I'm going to put them here anyway. You see the tips of the wings of two more statues, just like the ones inside the door you just came through, on white marble plinths.
I see more of those thingies down there. I'm willing
Yep.
to bet they're.
Can you? I'm just
They're
looking.
more
at this. Yeah,
mimic.
you can't quite see. Yep. So yes, there's two potential mimic bases down there. And I'm going to give you this because you're a dwarf and you're in essentially a cave system. That tunnel doesn't go much further than that. And like it's not like a door and beyond you'd get an echo. It's not that. The stone and the hallway ends somewhere just beyond those two statues.
Should we throw something into this portal, make sure it doesn't clunk onto our heads? We're not falling on top of each other.
Yeah, you know what? That's good. I'm gonna pick up the rock.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna throw it in the chest.
Well, it's only open like this much.
Oh, it's not any. Yeah, I'm gonna
Hand
open
it
it
to
enough
Lenza. Hand it to Lenza with sleight of hand. Do
to
it.
toss it. All right.
Okay. So
Toss the rock.
okay? Leading question: who is opening up the chest to throw in the rock?
I'm assuming her hand.
I'm actually going to. Let's see. Do I actually have it? Can't remember.
Yeah, can Lenza and Karos kind of like 1-2 this, like a
Oh
sleight
yes,
of hand?
absolutely. Yep.
You know,
So
like
you're
a sleight
gonna-
of hand to
Yep.
prop it open while Karos kind of it in.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one ball. What were you gonna do?
One ball was going to actually take the grappling hook in his gear and some rope and sort of open it from the opposite side.
Okay.
So
All right.
Lenza,
Okay.
you
So we're like-
you see one ball start to do that. Do you continue to reach forward? Because sleight of hand, you're still using your hands. You're just trying to, open it without setting off any further traps.
Should
Can
anything...
Lenza use gust to kind of help push it
I mean,
open?
you can certainly try. So the
should anything come out of it, I'm gonna stand behind it and try to slam the lid back close.
Okay.
okay,
so
so
you're
So-
using gust. One ball's using the
So
grappling
one ball's
hook.
using
Yep.
a grappling hook to kind of pull it open, like from
pull
the
it
other
open, yeah.
side.
Mhm.
Lenza wants to use gust
Just to get underneath it and
kinda
push it up
help
once it starts.
push it
Yep.
up.
Karos is throwing in the rock.
Megan is ready,
Yeah.
and Karos is
Throwing
throwing
in the
a
rock.
stone in.
Yeah. May Gwen is covered. All right. Excellent. Give me, in order, one ball, sleight of hand for the grappling hook.
okay. One sec here.
Because you're using it sort of not for its intended purpose.
Mhm.
This will void the warranty.
I'm gonna get you eventually, you little bastard.
Okay. Lenza, because I like to compound injuries. Lenza, give us a sleight of hand, or no, gust is just a spell. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I can give you a sleight of hand if you want.
no, actually, what I want from you is a wisdom check, just straight wisdom, not a save, just a straight wisdom check, and I'll tell you why after you roll it.
Fingers crossed.
So just to clarify, I just click wisdom in
Yep,
my sheet, right?
Exactly,
Okay.
just the word wisdom. 14. Okay.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. Wait, I'm
No,
sorry. I didn't.
that's not a
Oh,
check.
sorry, that's just your stat. Sorry.
Yeah.
You click the word, not the number.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, where it says wisdom. There we go. Oh,
No,
perfect. Absolutely
that
perfect.
is insult
Love
to
it.
injury.
Oh, yes, I love it when Kevin says absolutely perfect.
So one ball. You the hook goes in like right in the keyhole, and you were getting ready to give it a little lift, but it levered, and it starts to come up. Like it's not going to come open this much, it's coming up. But you got this, and then gust hits it from the inside as Lenza fails to realize what's happening, and it doesn't just like open. It opens all the way wide open, exposing this sparkling blue plane. Karos, give me a wisdom check.
This is why my characters have high constitution, so I don't fuck up.
13.
Survive my
Karos, the rock going in there seems kind of pointless now. What do? You're the only one that you and May Gwen each have sort of an action at this point.
I'm diving. I'm diving in.
You're diving in?
I'm diving in.
The second Karos dives
That is
in, Lenza
pure
will dive
Karos.
in after them.
Okay.
Like Karos dives and Linsa dives like a
Instantly.
millisecond later.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm high enough level for this, but do I have flurry of blows?
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Use all my strength to just punch this chest closed.
Okay. I love that. I need. This is essentially actually just give me an initiative check. I need one ball and May Gwen to give me initiative because I want to see what order this happens in.
Oh no.
Wow. Yep. Okay. So that's all I needed to know.
I am flat on my ass.
Karos goes in. Lensa goes in. The lid, May Gwen steps forward, whap, 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 and punches the thing back shut. One ball, you're looking at that. What do you do?
Well,
The two of you will get to you in a second.
the whole gust of wind thing would have sent one ball flat on his ass.
Yep,
It's like
absolutely.
tug of war.
With two fives, yeah. The rope's all tangled up in you from your grappling hook, and yeah.
Yeah, the ball is spinning
Yeah.
like this.
Oh, 4-ball is under. You said he was wearing like a trench coat or something before. That's now over his eyes, and he's just yeah.
So that's a mess.
Yes. So from your ass, what do you do?
Trying to figure out where my friends went.
So
So,
you, yeah,
Try to extricate myself from my grappling hook.
I mean, it takes half your movement to stand up, but whatever, you got time. But you stand up, and yeah, the chest is closed, like closed, not even the little crack is left.
I am lying on top of this thing.
And then the turtle is holding it shut. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm gonna investigate the chest, try and figure out
Okay.
what happened. As he does that, he first sort of looks around. He comes around to the front of the chest,
Yeah.
knocks on Megwen's shell, and just sort of like
Get over. Okay. Give me an
Switch over.
investigation check.
Give a look like, are you sure? I mean, this thing almost exploded on us.
Always split the party, chat. Always split the party. Oh,
It's a box.
superb.
This is why you and I are friends, Kevin.
Yes.
This is why you and I are friends.
Okay, come on.
I will absolutely admit one of my favorite things is to have a 4-person party all doing different things at the same time and having the
Or
fun of
one-shots
bouncing
like
back
that.
and forth like a bad detective novel. I love
The
it.
first rule I always tell my players is please split your party.
Yes, trust me. Go ahead.
That is my favorite rule
Yeah.
at my table. If you ever play with me, my favorite rule at my table is please split your party.
Yes.
Please
I
do
love
it.
Yep.
So,
absolutely. It's
here we
realistic.
are.
It's realistic. The 4
It
heroes wouldn't
is.
stay
It really
together.
is.
I design stuff they have to split to win. Like you have to go in multiple directions to win, but not
This
tonight.
is why we are friends. Let's continue with our game.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
With that, so
Megwin does reluctantly agree to move off the chest.
and in that reluctance, it takes that extra couple seconds and one ball. I mean, it's a stunning chest, but it's a chest.
yeah.
What do you do? Megwen, that question is for you as well.
There's no. Do I hear anything else? It's just the two of us in silence, right?
Absolute silence.
I'm standing back away 5 feet again, like,
Yeah. Deafening silence.
okay. Anybody know anything about planes? I mean, like, the magical kind. I worked on the
Yeah.
architectural one. The fancy word for farming.
Yeah.
So Megwen, you said you move away one ball. You're right there at the chest. What do you
Or
do?
it's like knocking on the chest with, actually one of his short swords.
Okay. The second the metal touches any metal on the chest, click. It opens up this much.
sort of looks over to Megwen. Sort of a swirly motion on the
monitor.
plate, like kind of like you're looking down at a toilet bowl.
Yeah.
And he sort of like peeks in under the crack.
All you see is blue light. That non-color, that non-blue. For me, that color will always be when they first came out with blue LEDs, and they had them in Christmas lights, and they didn't look right. Like they didn't look like they were quite here.
Yeah, not quite.
They fixed it. They're in a wavelength now that registers properly, but for a while they were really creepy. It's the color beyond colors, right? It's what Lovecraft was talking about.
Yeah. The algorithms are saying don't split the party. I mean,
Yep.
He's supposed to be a rental.
You're part of a 15-ball rack.
I know.
You are the ultimate pack animal. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. He's going to open up the thing again.
Okay.
Just flip it open and just sort of look.
It's like looking into galaxies, dimensions of all the people who could maybe make sense of this. You feel the gigabytes filling up, and then it's too much to process. You almost got it, but it's just too much.
One ball is going to make a sound that's like homesick.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? I'm sorry, as a player, you
Homesick.
broke up for me,
Yeah.
Faison.
A little homesick. This is space.
It's that
As a
forlorn
player-
croon.
Yeah, just
No, seriously, as a player, I would like Lensa to have advantage on hearing that sound because she grew up in Waterdeep, which is one of the capitals of Faerun,
Yeah.
right? And she's used to hearing a lot of noise at once.
Yeah.
And she's also used to kind of hearing like a specific call.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not in the same plane of existence at the moment.
Damn it. I mean, it was a good argument.
It was a great argument. And
I
as
would
much as
like
I
to
love
know-
saying yes, I can't this time.
I would like to know my current state.
Yeah. I
Am I
think
still in a
Charles
state
and
of
Lensa-
matter?
We're
yeah,
getting to you.
One
I am keeping. There's a reason why we haven't got to you guys yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
One ball wants to jump in, and one
Okay.
ball's kind of like sort of motioning to May Gwen that he wants to jump in because the group needs to be together. And
Yeah.
that end picture is 4 people with a green circle around it.
Okay. You show that to May Gwen. May Gwen, what do you do? You're muted. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
She lifts an eyebrow and tilts her head, or like, "Are you sure?"
He just sort of looks around like we're completely alone and half of our combat force is gone. And just
Then something surfaces in her mind, like, "Oh yeah, the lava that tar that slowly oozes up."
Yep.
we're on a
You
time.
are under time pressure. Yes.
So yeah, you see a clock winding down.
Yep.
And one ball's looking a little bit more urgent. Like he really wants to jump in this now because he's getting anxious.
One
Exactly
more time.
that.
May Gwen, he's looking at you. What are you doing? No, they
Move up to the thing,
Okay.
ready to open the lid back up.
It's
The
wide
lid's
open.
She's finally dipping her toe and going full cannonball into this thing.
The split second your toe touches that blue screen, poof, you're gone.
One ball takes a couple of steps back and cannonballs in.
Okay. All right. Now we can move you to the rest of this. Lensa, Caros, you come down.
I
There.
heard you muttering Lenza's name, and
Yep.
I immediately got so concerned.
And
I
we'll bring
was
the camera
like,
down there too.
oh no.
And then we will move this image over here so everybody can see. If you guys scan down on your map a little bit, the two of you will find yourselves in a different room.
Oh, my bad. I've already scanned down.
So,
I see what's happening.
This room, you can see
zoomed
a
out
fair
pretty
distance
far.
into
I'm-
it. You can see that there are
the
braziers in this room. Some of them are lit and some of them aren't. And walking on paths between these braziers are these three things. They're marked here as vampire spawn, and that's what they are. But what you see them as is vampire spawn outlined in flame, exactly the same color as the braziers, which, by the way, are animated.
Okay.
Astral's really cool. Free month, 30/20. Yes.
Yeah.
And you can see them, the three of them heading from braziers that are lit to three other braziers that are not. Out of character, and you guys would have no way of knowing this, it's going to be 7 turns before backup arrives.
Because we took our time.
I'm sitting here just putting lines on paper about every 20 or 30 seconds. Every time you guys said I do this, I do this, I do this, I just put another line on the paper.
And the
The 6
look
seconds goes
I
by.
just gave Kevin.
It's okay. It
7
may
turns
not
is
be, it
42
may not be as bad
seconds.
as you think. Lensa and Karos, it's time for you to have your turn now.
Oh yeah. Both of us.
What do you
both
do?
of us who are sitting at about half HP have now 7
Oh,
And the
turns.
killer is on the
In
other
fact,
side.
My
Let's make
DM's brain is
Let's make it even more
reeling.
fun. Let's make it even more fun. And
Hmm.
I would like the two of you to roll initiative, please.
Great. Fantastic.
And once I figure out sound on this, I've tried it a couple times. I'm inconsistent with being able to control the volume. Until I can, I don't want to do it. So that will come. But Karos, you're first.
Dirty 20.
30/20. Yep.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of those. He rolled 2 of those in one roll last week, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
What are you doing?
Soldier in me wants to put the boots to this vampire.
Absolutely. A perfectly reasonable response to the
Yeah.
current stimuli. Thus doing so, you charge forward and forthwith deliver a blow.
I'm going
Deliver a
to
blow, please.
activate my warhammer.
Okay.
So now it's icy cold.
Yep.
Power of the bonk.
El Kabonk.
13. You swing towards it, and the heat surrounding that fire-wrapped vampire spawn just reflects your hammer away. It doesn't even make contact.
Following strike. Haha.
With the bearded axe, you swing forward and drive it. Would have gone right into the neck. Would have severed the spinal cord. Can't get through the fire. Like it hit plate armor. You swung that as well as you can swing anything. If you could damage this thing, that would have done it. A horrible realization dawns. You still have 5, 10, 15, 20. You still have 10 feet of movement left.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna tactically hop back.
Yep. Expecting perhaps a reaction, but there is none.
Knew this was going to be a puzzle.
They go next. Oops, wrong map. Move them over here, not over there. 1, 2. That one goes there. That one goes there.
Oh, wouldn't give for a
And that one goes there.
pack of ball bearings right about now.
And
Gonna,
oops.
Oh,
Hang on.
whoa!
Oh, sorry. No, hang
Whoa!
on. Wait.
I just
gonna Home Alone it.
I
I just
have
saw
hit
the map
button.
and I was
Yes.
like, whoa.
Where did it go?
Suddenly the floor is gone and there's nothing else
never mind.
there.
I was very concerned for a moment.
That was a
because
mistake. Yeah, you weren't supposed
I
to see
would
that
not
yet.
put it past
So-
Kevin though to do
I
something
said
like
yet. You're
that.
not supposed to see that yet.
Yet.
So,
Literally,
what
I
I do
saw the
have to
floor
do though is
disappear.
this.
And I would not have put it past Kevin to
So
do something like
that's
that.
1, 2, 3. So that one gets lit, and that one gets lit.
How do we have so many braziers lit? No.
There were 3 lit when you walked in.
Yeah,
They-
and now
they
there's
just
5
moved.
lit.
Yep, the 2 of them moved, or 3 of them moved. They only moved 2 spaces. But 2 of them got to the other braziers and lit them. The one heading to the northeast corner did not get to his target. But 5 of the 6 braziers are now lit. And in the darkness way on the other side of this room, you can see an orange shimmering portal.
Okay. Can we see the figure in front of it? Because my map tells me we can, but I want.
Yes,
okay.
you can. If you could let me move my camera forward so I can see what you guys see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, there
so
we go.
That
Perfect,
that
yes.
was the reason for my question.
Absolutely. It says undead cleric there. This is a drow vampire spawn, something probably none of you have ever seen before. Lensa, as a genasi, this is a bad thing. This is a drow, which are bad already. Plus, it is undead. It is a vampire spawn as well. And it is chanting and building this portal. As the fires light, the portal gets brighter. And it's your turn.
Okay, I'm counting my 5s right now. To be blatantly honest, is what I'm doing. Is I'm
Yeah.
counting my 5s. I don't know how to measure on Astral. Usually,
I think it's just drag and drop, isn't it? Or just
Is
drag and,
it?
oh no, sorry. Left. No, there's something you can do. I forget what it is.
And I
I need a drink.
Either way, it's 5. It's
I'll
5
be real
spaces.
quick.
You can move 6 spaces. You have 30 feet of movement, right?
I'm not looking for movement. I'm looking for a spellcast area.
Oh,
to be
okay.
completely honest.
You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet from the close one, the one that's in the center.
Okay.
This one. Oops, how do I get it?
Okay, so like
That one?
that one, from me to that one.
Yeah, is
Is
currently
35?
35 feet. Yeah. The other 2
So
are within
from me
60.
to the cleric, to the cleric in front of the
2,
portal.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7
How do I-
is
it's
60
not
feet.
working.
60 feet. I know there's a way to do it, but I don't want to stop and think. Right now.
I have no idea.
You're 60
um,
feet. That gives you. That's the spell range you
Okay.
were looking. That's
Okay,
that's one
well,
of the spell
that-
ranges that counts. So yeah.
Yeah. That's great. That's why I'm asking.
Yep.
So once upon seeing this figure in front of this slightly glowing orange portal,
Yep.
is going to hear me out here,
Yep.
DM. All right, this is like a DM above the table type of thing, right? She's going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead. And
Yet
click
she
the-
wants to cast it as thunder damage.
Okay. Yeah, because you get to
Which,
choose, right?
to get to, and again, I'm like a medium experienced DM.
Yeah.
So this, to me in my brain, might work, but it might not. To get to the undead cleric, she has to pass over, like in between the vampire spawn and the brazier.
Yeah.
As thunder damage, and so there might be some rippling wind from the thunder damage
Fair
to
enough.
put out that. Why is it not working anymore?
Okay.
It was working.
I see it. I see
yeah.
where you're going with it. Yeah. Okay.
Right, to
I'll give
put
that a chance.
out the 2 braziers in the middle of the room.
Okay.
as she is,
and
like she casts chromatic orb, and it kind of passes through the two
Yep.
braziers that are
absolutely
kind of like this to get
chromatic
to the
orb
undead cleric.
is that's a to hit roll, right?
It is, yes.
Okay. So what is your primary target of those
The
three
undead
things?
cleric.
The undead cleric. Okay. So
Yep.
if you rolled their here's how we're gonna do this. If you rolled their AC
Okay.
or higher, you hit them. If you roll 2 above that, you will hit one of the braziers as well. If you roll 4 above that, you'll hit them both.
Okay. I like it.
And let me see what that AC is. Okay,
Also,
yeah,
to
they're in
everybody
full plate
watching,
mail.
both Kevin and I are DMs, so we have conversations like this pretty frequently.
And the other 2 are gonna be so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So you want me to cast it?
Yep.
Here we go.
14.
Should have worked.
You cast it, and it heads forward, and instead of doing what you wanted, the heat from those 2 braziers in the center just deflects it and drives it up into the ceiling. 14
Great.
was nowhere near
Love
close enough.
that.
Nowhere near close enough. Do you want to move?
Love that. Yeah, she'll move 5, 10, 15, 22. Right there. She'll move right there.
And the cleric continues to chant at the wall. Karos.
Great.
I'm going to. How much?
Yeah.
How much
Mood.
movement do I have?
Mood.
I'm going to charge. I'm going to charge the cleric.
Okay. So that gets you 12 spaces. Which should get you just about there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just gets you there. It does. And for the purposes of this, yes. If you use your movement and your action, you get there, but you have nothing left but a bonus action.
I'm gonna actually, as bonus action, I'm gonna as I'm running past that that first brazier,
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna toss my water skin on it.
Okay.
If I can.
It's right there. You run past and you just smash your water skin on it. The water the brazier goes about halfway out and then starts to rise again. It looks like you could put them out, but it's going to take... There you go. Action surge. Yes, you have a second action. What would you like to do with it?
Oh, I'm gonna smash that cleric in the back of the head with my hammer.
All right. So that one's half out, but it's going to start again at the end of this. So 21. Yeah, you swing forward and smash into the back of the fire-wrapped head, and boing! It bounces off.
Rude.
Right?
Lenzo, I actually need to note that Lenzo watches that happen.
Yep. You've
And
seen
she
him
vocally
bounce twice
actually says
now.
rude.
Rude. Okay.
Like that's rude.
Yeah.
And she does say that, like out loud in character. She
So
does actually say that.
Action surge gets you an extra bonus action as well, right? Yes. If you have a bonus action you can use.
No,
Yeah, he said
I don't-
mutingly. No? Okay.
I don't think I have anything left that I can.
And it bounces
Draw
off, and
on.
you look back over your shoulder, and that brazier comes back up to full power. It looks like it's going to take, mechanically speaking, it looks like it would take 2 actions in 1 round to put one of them out. The vampires spawn. The last one steps up to there, and he's going to light that. This one turns around and moves back to there. This one turns around and walks right past you, Lenza, just completely ignoring you, heading back towards the
Can
ones
she
in
have
the
an
middle.
attack of opportunity because she's a rogue?
You absolutely can. Anybody can have an attack of up. Well, it hasn't technically left your area yet, but I'll give you one anyway.
I mean, assuming that it is on its way, like diagonally.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Yep.
But it's not.
Go ahead. I'll give you the roll now. 'cause, yep.
But
Go
she
right
would
ahead.
like to take an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
With her daggers. So it's
Okay.
finesse. right?
Yep. Absolutely it is. Miss.
Oh my
Unfortunately.
God.
Again, your dagger gets close and it's just bounced off. The flames just drive it away. It's like it's impossible to hit them.
Rude. Okay.
And that one gets there and lights the last of the braziers. At that moment, as the last one lights, the undead cleric spins around and looks at Karos and mutters some words and casts Inflict Wounds. 25. Oh no, that's a 25 damage. It didn't roll. That's a hit. Make a melee spell attack against the creature. And it's casting it at 4th level, so I still have to make a melee spell attack though. Hang on. That is going to be its wisdom. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, whatever I roll here plus 3. So 14. Does that hit? No?
No.
Okay. Because the burning hand slams against you, except your hammer gets in the way and blocks it right in front of your face. And you watch 35, 55, 65, 70 points of damage. Enough to kill you from right now. That is enough to kill you dead, dead, dead. Because it would take you to negative 40, which is all you had. And it just... But your family keeps you alive. Wow. Lensa. That's technically only 2 rounds. I'm going to shorten this a little bit, but...
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can shorten it.
No, you guys still got to figure out what's going on.
Okay, so Lensa would. So I mean, she's right next to the vampire spawn.
Yep.
I'm trying to fucking attack them. Sorry, I thought I was muted.
You're fine. Understanding where they've been this far.
Yep.
She wants to as a bonus action she's gonna take. See, this is where I'm like the in-between DM.
Yeah.
If you take dash, do you avoid an attack of opportunity?
Only if you're a rogue or monk, I think. They've got disengage.
Well, she's
Yeah.
a rogue.
Yeah, well, you can disengage, yeah.
So, okay.
The thing is, it has showed absolutely no intent to do anything to
I
you.
didn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
the
it's
vampire
for no
spawns
intent?
themselves
Okay.
are
Well, then
absolutely ignoring you.
she's just gonna move right here.
Okay. This
Yeah.
just north of you, that that brazier is still only at half. It's only just starting to come back up from where
there's two of
Karos
them
threw water
right
on
there.
them. Yeah, but the northern one of those two, this one up here,
Okay.
is half out. That's the one Karos half put out on the way by.
Okay, but it's only half out.
Yes, that's
Not
exactly
fully
it.
out.
It takes 2 actions to put one of these out.
Yeah. So she's gonna move like 15 feet. I think she has 30 total.
Yeah. Yep.
And then she is. She's going to use her knowledge of, because she's an air genasi. For
Yep.
anybody who doesn't
Yep.
know, or anybody who's tuning in for the first time, she is an air genasi, so she knows how oxygen
Oh,
and
yes.
everything like that
Yep.
works. So, like, casting gust upon these would be a terrible idea.
Yep.
Um,
However, that knowledge would certainly give you, if you were trying to use that gust to draw the fuel away from this fire, that would work as well.
It could, but as somebody who has been a DM and a player, I like to maintain a sense of realism a little bit, and be in table rather than above table.
Yeah, okay.
So she's gonna cast shield
Okay.
over both of the braziers that she's against, so that she casts shield so that it exists up against like their grates, right? So that no oxygen, no carbon. Like,
Okay, I see. I got your point. Yeah.
No,
To
nothing.
both of those. Okay.
Yeah, to both of them. So she casts
Absolutely.
shield so that both the braziers should hopefully be essentially smothered.
Absolutely. So the one to the north, because it's already partly done, immediately goes out. Look at that. It just went out. There's now an out brazier there. It goes out. The one to your east is damped down, but it's still going to take one more action for it to go out. The portal on the wall starts to shimmer just a little bit, and the fire around each of the vampire spawn and the dead cleric starts to shimmer for just a moment as well. Chaos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I'm
Yeah,
okay with
that's
that.
your action and bonus action. Oh no, you still had a bonus action left technically, I believe. Yeah.
I mean, she does, but I don't think she's. I don't
Okay.
think she can take one.
All right,
So.
Keros, you can't hurt these damn things. What are you gonna do? We're almost there, the other
Going
two.
to-
Almost.
Gonna disengage
Yep, you have.
from
Yep,
the.
you will
See
have
if I
to.
can do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
And move up here. And use my action to start trying to put this out.
Okay. As you step up and start to, I don't know how you do, just start scooping stuff out with your sword or whatever you try and do.
Yeah.
You
I'm
quickly
gonna
realize.
actually try to hit it with my hammer because it's on.
Okay, you just start
icy,
smashing
so-
it out of there. Yeah, you can't break the bowl itself,
Yeah.
but you can start trying to pound out use your ice to pound out the fire. As you do, you hit it a couple of times, and you realize that it's not having an effect, and it appears to be not having an effect because the vampire spawn that's here is still here. So you hit it, the fire goes down, he builds it back up, and there's no net gain.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You guys are learning. You're figuring it out. The
Yep,
vampire
great.
spawns
Love it.
turns around and walks away. Walks up to there. Keeps coming over to only get to this one. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, they can only get to there, so they do not get. They have to get adjacent and not diagonal to them to relight them. But it did go around you, Lensa, which slowed it down, so it didn't get back to where it was going. The undead cleric turns towards the wall and starts to pray again because his portal is failing. Lensa. One more turn, guys.
Yeah, no, I know. I
No, just until the other two can get into this.
I would say above table. I know that I know where we're at.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm just letting them know because they're I don't want them to get bored while they're waiting. So,
Yeah, no, I do understand that. But to my friend, he'll be here soon. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Lensa sees this vampire kind of approach her. However, assuming
totally
that
ignores you.
she
Yeah.
can see the undead cleric
Yep.
kind of start to pray,
Yeah.
she will ignore the vampire
Mm-hmm.
right next to her.
Yep.
And she is going to just cast Gust to like push all of the oxygen away
Yep.
from the
And
brazier next to her.
That and the seal on it from before puts that one out as well. So that's your
Okay.
action. Yep. You do have a
That
movement
is
if
her
you wish.
action.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, no, I mean, unless she wants to disengage, but she can't because.
Again, there's no need to, because these things are not in combat with you at all.
But you know what? Linda does have a decent amount of smarts.
Yep.
I mean, she's not stupid, right? Like that. Like that's the whole thing. It's like she has a decent amount of smarts.
Yep.
So she's actually gonna stay where she is and turn around and kind of stop the undead vampire from
Try and block it. I like
moving
that.
where
Yep.
he is. You know,
It's very, very easy to do, because it is just like trying to get to that pot, and you just
right. Like
It's easy,
she's
yep.
in the optimal space for this
Exactly.
vampire to come and
perfect. I love it. So you
Light
start
it up.
dancing. You start dancing with a vampire
Yeah.
spawn to keep him from lighting your fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Make of that what you will. Karos, over to you.
Sounds like a set of these rocks on.
I'm just plunging my hammer into the fire.
Get to put it now that it's gone.
Yeah.
You smash it into the fire, and using your attack, all of your attacks, it still only takes out half of it, so it is halfway down. Each person can only do half in one round. With that one gets where it's going. It's lit, so it turns around and starts coming back. That one can't get to those. It's got no other ones to go to, so it stays there. This one goes 1, 2, and lights that one. At this moment, the other two, one ball. Oh no, May West or May West. May Gwen was first, right? That was funny and unintentional. You pop in there, and it's one more turn for one ball. But yeah, May Gwen, you pop in there. Roll initiative for me, please.
They might be at dinner.
Okay,
I think they said that in chat.
I saw that earlier, so I will just roll it for them.
Roll it for me.
Done. Yep. I should have done it. It didn't seem to come up. There it is. Okay. Unfortunately, that's a good roll. Unfortunately, we're at the count of 11 right now. And actually, you know what? You jumped in right afterwards. One ball. Give me. Go ahead and give me an initiative roll as well while I bring you down here. Not going to make you wait anymore.
First good roll of the night.
There you go. And again, yeah, we're down just below Lensa right now, so that works. So, with that, the two of you pop into the room, one ball and May Gwen. Looking around, you can see these vampire spawn are just trolling straight lines. They're not doing, they're not fighting. There's an undead cleric on the far side of the room with a large orange portal lit up that he's trying to keep going. 5 of the 6 braziers are lit right now, and Lensa seems to be trying to keep one of the vampire spawn away from the one that isn't lit.
Yeah, that's the one she's in front of?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one to the north east of her got to the brazier and lit it, but the one that's immediately to her west, she has prevented from getting to the braziers.
Okay.
You can see also the vampire spawn and the undead cleric are wrapped in flames.
Yeah. One ball is going to look to Lensa and see what Lensa's doing. Realize that there's an unattended brazier right over here.
Yep.
And is going to start. Yes.
Did that mess up?
I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell out to him to put out the fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
And he starts scooping it out with his.
Why did this happen?
With the 2 bow sticks.
Oh, I know what happened.
Short
Okay.
swords.
Yes, absolutely. I just got to move some cameras around here. It's that one. That one needs to go there, and that one needs to go over there. Somehow they got shuffled, but that's okay, because I fixed it that fast. There we go.
Oh, they are animated. That is cool.
Yeah, they burn. So you get just to make this quick. Carlos yells out, "Put out the fire!" So you run forward, and in that process, you put out half of it, and you realize it's going to start rising up. You can only do You can only put out half of it each round, each person. Karos. This one in front of you flares back up because you only got it half out that round. It's going to take teamwork to put these out.
Nah.
I'll make a team of you bastards yet. I only got tonight and one more night.
I'm gonna like try
Am I coming through?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can only get to 25. Dash.
I will give you, if you dash and you get all the way over there, it's only a bonus action. You already bonus actioned once to do this, so I will allow you to bonus action again to make an effort to put this out because you guys have sort of, yes. So between the two of you, you put that one out. But that is everything you've got. Karos, dwarves are not built for sprinting in armor. It's like, damn. You're getting pooped, but you're going. May Gwen, they're screaming about putting out the fires. You saw it took 2 of them to put out the fire to the north, in front of you. Down at the bottom, right in the middle, you see Lensa and 2 vampires spawn around 2 other braziers. What do you do?
Have I seen the vampire spawn attack my party?
They do not. You clearly see that they are not. In fact, Lensa's blocking one by just doing this. And it's just trying to get past her and put its flaming hand on the brazier. Yeah.
Elementary school. Gotta get past me.
You gotta get past me. Yeah. Blocking the hall.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Yep. And again, if you want to use... you're a monk, so yeah, you can dash with your bonus action, right? Step of the wind?
Sure.
Well, that's a key point, I think. Either way.
40.
Well, I've done it to everybody else, so I'm going to do it to you as well. Go ahead and use your dash, your action to dash, and then it's a bonus action
5,
to
10,
to start to
15.
put out. So yeah, you get to that one.
20, 25, yeah.
Yep. And you get it halfway out, and you see it starts to rise up again. Unless somebody else helps you, it's not going to work at this moment.
Okay.
So, the vampire spawn turn.
Gonna
This one
make
is
the looking at you gesture to when the closest vampire spawn.
That one relights that fire. That one is stuck in a loop. And this one was on its way this way, so it comes down here to this one and stops. Lensa. But now you feel on your back, both of them got lit anyway because there was another one on the other side. Right?
Yeah. She's like pretty annoyed.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Honestly.
Yeah. This is a good plan. Fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of how she's feeling. Is that like she's feeling really good?
This is a
about
tough
her
puzzle.
plan.
This is a very tough puzzle.
That is on repeat in my head constantly. This is a good plan. This is a good plan.
Yeah.
So, what is the next step in the, to quote Blackadder, the cunning plan? A plan so cunning it was planned by a master fox at Cunning University. A plan that good.
No. No. I mean, I'm.
Dancing GM emoji.
Yeah, this is that's how I am. That's how I am a little bit.
What are you doing?
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
Middle finger.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Happy player emoji.
Yeah.
So you've seen.
I'm,
Let me recap. They're slow, but it takes 2 actions to put out the fire. They are on a permanent pattern. They just go back and forth.
I
I'm gonna point at that
okay,
northern fire there
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
and tell one ball to help Linza.
So vampire spawn are technically undead,
Yep. Oh yes, very much so.
meaning that they don't really weigh that much.
Nope.
Lensa.
Yep.
Seeing that I need to pause and go a little bit above table right
It's
now.
all good.
The ceiling is like several feet above them,
Oh,
right?
yes. Yeah, 20 feet in here at least.
Yeah, Lenza's gonna cast Levitate on all 3 vampire spawn.
Okay. Look at this go. Yep.
Kind of like slam them flat
Yep.
up against the
Go
ceiling.
ahead. Click that spell roll. I want to.
Yeah,
Make
absolutely.
sure that this is good. I love this idea. And if it works, you
You're
guys have nailed
casting
this.
Float.
Float.
Yeah.
Yes. On the
Wait, why did because I was like, why did it roll? I was in character builder
Yep.
for a second.
Yep. Evilly
Yep.
happy. I will put that on my tombstone, Autumn T-Rex. Evilly happy and just the grin, just a Cheshire cat grin, right? One creature
Autumn
or
is one of my
object.
best friends, by the way.
Oh,
For
wonderful.
anybody watching, but yeah.
One creature though. One creature or object.
It's only one.
That's what it
Really?
says. I will give you 2 because it was a
Okay,
great idea.
my whole thing is that, like
got 2 minutes.
target weighing up to 500 pounds.
Oh, I see what you were
is where
going
my
for.
brain went.
We'll split the difference. I'll give you 2 out of the 3. Yeah.
Okay.
You should have
then
got 1.
Lenza's
You were
gonna
asking
go
for 3. I'll give you 2. That's fair.
She's gonna go with this one. Why isn't it? Is it not?
To ping, double click near them. If you click on them, you actually try and.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
The
she's
one
gonna go with
that
that
one
one
there, yeah.
and this
that one,
one.
that one. All right. So they're just going to disappear.
And she wants to like slam them against the ceiling.
Absolutely, yeah. And in so doing, you just and drive them upwards and just grind them into a bony, messy pulp against the ceiling.
Yeah.
That is your action.
Trying
The other
to
one,
continue to
the other
walk as they
one
go up.
takes this opportunity to step around you, but those 2 braziers are both lit.
Yeah.
It turns around and starts heading back towards this one, which is the only other one on its loop. Oops, too far.
Okay.
Only gets to there.
Well, Lenza's just gonna stay there.
Oh no, wait, it doesn't get to go yet. Anyway, never mind. It's Lenza.
Yeah, she's just like
One ball. You get to go next.
All right.
60 feet, 65 feet, 70 feet doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah.
He said, because you guys have
Fine.
figured it out. It's just about wrapping it up now. There's only 1 left to challenge, right?
Okay, so he's gonna dash there, and he's gonna.
Okay. And does
What
the
he's gonna
half.
do, he's actually going to drop kick the bottom of the brazier to try and like upend it.
Yep. You can't flip it over. It's built into the floor, but that does somehow, I don't know how, but that somehow puts it halfway out.
Well, I was thinking it was kind of like on chains, but
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, that
Those-
works.
I'm seeing those rotating garbage cans they have in Europe.
Yes, yeah.
Try to kick them, you just get a
Yeah.
garbage can to the face.
So, Karos, you're next. Same thing. Your 30 feet is optional now. So you see run 1 ball heading down to the only one that's still got a guy associated with it. Okay, so you go there.
I'll try because I'm stubborn.
Yep.
The one I'm next to anyway.
Okay, the one that you're next to goes out halfway. May Gwen, you're right there beside 1 ball. 1 ball's put it halfway out.
Can I retcon that? I want to stand here because I want to body block that.
Yep, keep him from getting back to those 2. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
May Gwen, yeah, it flared up after your last turn, but 1 ball just knocked it halfway down. If you've got a chance here
I'm
to
gonna
put this
try
one out.
pressing it again. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And in so doing, you put it out between the 2 of you.
I'm gonna do thumbs up, thumbs down, trying to ask which it is to 1 ball.
Vampire spawn moves to there. Lensa.
Ugly looking vampire spawn.
Concentration for up to 10 minutes. So they're up there grinding against the wall till they're dead.
Yeah,
So
I
you
was
don't
just
have
about
to
to say, can you
bother.
take
And there's
her
nothing here
bonus
attacking
action
you, so
like bonus action to keep them up there?
oh yeah, it's all that takes is concentration. The
Okay.
undead cleric is chanting louder and louder, but the more and more he chants, it doesn't matter. Every time you guys put one of these out, that portal gets fainter and fainter.
I am so sorry. My cat just decided that it was the time to run up my stairs.
That's all good.
Okay.
We didn't hear a thing.
Okay, great. Well, because I did, and it sounded like I was murdering a lumberjack.
We're all Canadian. We understand that song. Who hasn't murdered a lumberjack? They get annoying.
Right?
Singing
Yeah,
about
I mean,
trees
she's-
and underwear.
Yeah,
And shit. It's just. It's,
She's
yeah.
sitting outside the door for anybody watching. She's out there, and she wants you to know that she's listening.
Absolutely. So, Karos, remind me, did you half put the one right to your east? Is that half put out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah, it is.
this one up here is already half out. So that would
Yep.
be the work of a moment to extinguish.
But
And I
so
see our
once
cameras
it
just
is,
went wrong, just disappeared. We just lost Maddie, but give me a minute. I'll fix that. But yes, what are you doing?
right. So Lenza is going to keep her concentration
Yep.
on the two that she has shoved up to the ceiling.
Yep.
Which I'm assuming is like a bonus action.
It takes no action at all, actually. There's no
Oh,
action,
really?
bonus action. Yep.
This
As long
this
as nobody
is where
hits you,
I'm
it
the
happens.
in-between DM.
Yeah,
It's
you
because
can
I
only
DM
have
mostly
the only limit
homebrew
is you
stuff.
can only have one concentration spell up at a time, and if you're hit, there's a chance your concentration could be broken.
Okay, great. This is again.
And yes,
anybody
I'm fixing the
watching.
cameras.
I'm the in-between DM where I pretend I know like what I'm doing.
It's all good.
Okay, so she's gonna keep them like pinned against the ceiling.
Yep.
And then she's going to, for a cantrip action, cast Gust on both braziers next to her.
Okay, absolutely, and you can put them both half.
Wouldn't that cancel out your concentration on the levitate?
No, Gust isn't a
No.
concentration
Oh,
spell.
cantrips don't do that.
No, well, it's not
Well,
a
it's-
concentration spell.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gust-
yeah,
Gust-
right. It's another concentration of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gust is not.
Yeah.
That I
Yeah.
do know. Gust is not a concentration.
It's not concentration.
Instant.
So
Yeah, I
that
forgot
one's
the
out.
instance.
That's
You can
that
tell I
one's
don't
out,
play
and the one to
casters
your
very
side, yeah, the one to your side is half out.
You
So
can
there
tell
we go.
that I do play casters often, at least because I know
don't-
that Gust is not a concentration
I
spell.
don't get to play anything.
I forgot
ever,
about the concentration
and it
thing.
makes me sad. But nobody cares. They're
Yep.
not even listening.
But
What was that, Kevin? I heard you mumbling about something.
but with her Gust,
Yep.
she wants to cast it in like a circle.
Yep.
So she wants to kind of like cast the Gust to slightly push the other spawn back.
Okay, try that. Absolutely, we'll give you a chance to do that. Oh, he's back. Now he's back. Okay, I'm not even going to fix the cameras anymore. We're just going to finish this way for right at the moment.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, I am back.
Okay, you're back for good now. Okay, I'll fix the camera. Actually, we're all but
Mostly.
fixed. Hang on.
I'll stay to
almost
the end
fixed.
of the session, then I gotta leave the house.
Oh, damn. Okay, that doesn't sound good, but we'll get you here. We'll get you done very shortly. And get you. If you got to go, you got to go. I can play Lenson or play your character for the rest of the night, man. If that needs to be happening. So real life first.
We'll see.
Okay, let me know. Anyway, let's get this done. That one is so yes, you push the vampire spawn back, and it is all good. Next, that was Lensa. One ball. What are you doing?
One ball's going to play interference with the
Okay,
vampire spawn.
you blocked the vampire spawn. Gotcha.
And as he's doing this, four ball is playing music, and little strobe lights are coming off of him.
Yeah,
Four ball thinks they're dancing.
absolutely. Yep, I love it. Karos, what are you doing? That one that's just over beside Lensa is half out already.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be full out now.
All right, pop over there and pop that one out. It is gone. You've still got lots of movement left. The only vampire spawn left is on that southeast or southwest run. So, and one ball's blocking them at the moment. In fact, at this point, we don't have to have initiative anymore. I just realized this. Which one of you guys are, like I said, because one ball's blocking. That's all it takes to freeze this one up. The undead cleric cannot stop their spell until until all 6 braziers were lit. That was the only time that they could disengage from that and engage you guys. So you run up Karos, and with a little bit of help from your friends, you put out one more of the braziers until 5 of the 6 braziers are out. At that point, the cleric spins and looks at you. No, it can't be. Not after all of this. And his hand reaches back and he turns to ash in front of you.
Oh,
On the floor. The last brazier goes out, reducing the room to near darkness, lit only by this orange portal, which is still there, although very faint. As you look up towards it, you see through it into another world, another plane, another place of existence.
I guess it's not our ticket home.
Definitely not home. With 4-ball flashing and playing dance music in the background because 1-ball's still dancing with the vampire spawn. Oh no, pardon, he isn't. The vampire spawn also turns to dust and collapses at that moment when the 5th brazier goes out.
The music slowly.
But 4-ball's like his batteries are running down.
Yeah.
The portal still flickers, and through it, it's also animated, by the way. And through it, you see a hallway of a castle, ornate hangings on the walls, all in red and black. A black carpet with a red lace motif over top of it. Dark red candles burning with a darker red light. It's clearly magical. And at the far end, in a mystical circle, you see a tall, pale figure. And they spin and turn and look at the portal. And there's that moment of, like the dream moment where you travel the whole length of the hallway in a split second, but it's him coming at you. And right on the other side of the portal, he opens his mouth and his fangs hang down to here. White shirt covered in blood from his most recent meal. He's been doing rituals on his side, too. The bodies are piled 3 deep at the end of the hallway. He looks past you and into the room, sees that his minions have failed, and reaches up and puts his fingers on the portal and pushes. And they start to bend reality. If think of it as a mirror, you know that scene in the cloth where they always push the hand into it. It does that, except it's not this. It's this. The claws are driving into this material, and you can see it strained to the absolute limits of its ability to hold. I'll have you all. You'll be my first meal in the prime material. And that.
Or puts a cookie in the clawed hands.
Lensa really wanted to say,
Yeah.
Dad?
Dad? Perfect.
Is that you?
A cookie, Dad, Roos, Karos, what is your
Rock.
split-second response? Just hurl a rock at it. And May Gwen, a full-blown vampire, stands on the other side of that flexible glass wall, for lack of a better phrase. It's coming through. You're muted, so please do that first, and then tell us what you do. You've got a split second. You may already be gone. May Gwen freezes, because that's what May Gwen does.
Stands for gone.
Just
Be gone.
yeah. And that, as the rock bounces off the glass harmlessly, is where we will drop the curtain on the penultimate episode of Cathedral Deep. We finally see the big bad. The theme. I've been waiting weeks to say the theme. Shape changers. Everything was a shape changer. Even the octopus, technically a shape changer. Everything. Oh, it was so much fun. I had a blast. And we're not done yet. Next week, we got to fight a vampire. Which reminds me, after we drop the curtain, please, players, go to level 5 before next week.
Oh shit.
So you will be a level 5 party fighting a CR9 monster, but it has some limitations because it's not quite of this world yet. So that's what you've got a week to think about. With that, it is time for some thank yous. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much to Bison, to Roospar, to Mana Queen, and to Maddie for coming along on this ride with me. Tonight
Bye.
I got to see it again. These puzzles sometimes are just getting you guys hard. Yeah, Maddie had to go, so we're going to do without the cameras for the rest of this couple of minutes. It's only going to be a minute. Oh, thank you all so much for joining us on this, and we will see you again next week for the grand finale where Not Quite Strahd tries to come through the mirror into the prime material plane. With that, there's 2 thank yous left. Yeah, I was gonna, and then I decided not to. I got a better one. Strahd's a wuss. I'm gonna be a much better vampire than that. Anyway.
That is fraud. Does not appreciate that.
Fraud, yeah. Fake fraud. I love it. But thank you so much for chat. You guys are awesome. There's 16 people in chat. Thank you. That was amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, thank you all for showing up. We got one more episode of this, and then we're going to have a whole new show with a whole new GM. Scard is going to do a special 8-week session for us of a whole different system and a whole different game at a whole different time on the same day. So stay tuned for more information on that. And then the final thank you of the night to all the future people on Facebook. If you watched all the way to here, please hit the like button, because I'm going to assume you did. Not Facebook, YouTube. That's what I said. I'll fix it in post. No, I won't.
You said what you said.
I said what I said, and it was wrong. It was wrong, and I throw myself on my sword in shame and humiliation. Thank you for correcting me. On YouTube. Thank you, all of these people who will watch it on YouTube, especially the ones that I see in chat right now, who I know have already watched it and will almost certainly watch it on YouTube anyway, because they're amazing. Thank you to all of those people.
Thank you, guys.
And until next time, the last time for this game, please be nice to each other. Good night.
Bye, guys.